When viewed in retrospect, success stories can become glamorous. The ovation, the praises, and the respect are all visible to us. But what we do not see is the significant amount of time that passed before that single moment, when nobody was concerned. All those years spent toiling away in obscurity, the innumerable instances of failure, rejection, and feelings of uncertainty. The vast majority of people think that being overlooked or undervalued is a disadvantage. As for the truth, certainly, this is a chance. When no one cares about you, your ideas, or your work, you are free to construct without being subjected to examination, without interruptions, and without the strain that comes with having high expectations. In this video, we will discuss how being overlooked can actually be a benefit, as well as how you can utilize doubt as fuel to propel yourself to greatness. Underestimation has several hidden benefits, which are there are a lot of folks who, early on in their path, seek acknowledgement. They are looking for approval from their contemporaries, their families, and the industry before they have demonstrated their worth. Nevertheless, what if the fact that you do not receive that attention is the best thing that could happen to you? To explain why, first and foremost, the liberty to experiment and make mistakes in private. As an unknown person, you have the opportunity to experiment, make mistakes, and gain knowledge without the scrutiny of a public audience who is following your every action. Years of toiling away in obscurity were spent by a great number of very successful people, ranging from business people to artists until they finally broke through. As an illustration, J.K. Rowling spent years composing Harry Potter, despite the fact that she was having financial difficulties. Due to the fact that no one was observing or evaluating her process, she was able to produce without feeling any pressure from the outside world. Tech example: Jeff Bezos began Amazon in a garage with minimal media attention. When he was first brought to public attention, every choice he made would have been subjected to close examination. It is possible to take chances, experiment with ideas, and make mistakes without the worry of being judged by others when nobody is paying attention to what you're doing. 2. There are no expectations, and there is no pressure. After you have achieved success, every action you take is scrutinized and evaluated. You don't have to worry about that load while you're just starting. You can work in peace, focused on improvement rather than external opinions. An example of this would be a new musician who has the opportunity to experiment with a variety of sounds before the world decides what their style should be. An example of this would be a small startup that is able to make several changes to its business plan without the scrutiny of the public. It is during this time that you will have the opportunity to hone your trade without the interruptions of many expectations. The third element is the element of surprise, which is winning when no one witnesses your arrival. When people have a positive perception of you, they do not consider you to be a threat. You have an advantage in this regard since you are able to discreetly develop momentum while your competitors are concentrating on other things. Netflix, for instance, began as a business that rented out digital video discs. Before it was too late, Blockbuster did not take them seriously despite their existence. An illustration of this would be the fact that underdog athletes frequently train in private, only to surprise the entire world when they achieve exceptional results. During the times when no one is looking, you have the opportunity to get ready, hone your abilities, and devise a plan that will take everyone by surprise. When you want to prove yourself, use your doubts as fuel. Feeling disheartened is a reasonable reaction to the fact that other people do not believe in you. You should, however, use it as fuel rather than allowing it to shatter you. There is one element that is shared by all of the great success stories, and that is perseverance in the face of skepticism. 1. Reframe your uncertainty as a source of motivation. If someone tells you that you are unable to accomplish anything, rather than feeling dejected, let it motivate you to move forward. An illustration of this would be the exclusion of Michael Jordan from his high school basketball team. Rather than giving up, he utilized it as motivation to practice more diligently after the setback. When other people have doubts about you, it does not necessarily mean that you are heading in the wrong direction. Simply put, it indicates that they do not share the same vision that you do. 2. Remain focused on the work at hand rather than on the validation of your efforts. Rather, create because you have faith in what you are doing. Maintain your commitment to learning and improvement, and let your outcomes speak for themselves. You will be able to create something truly remarkable if you choose to concentrate on your craft rather than seeking validation. 3. Keep in mind that failure is silenced by success. By taking action, you can demonstrate to other people that they are wrong. After you have achieved success, the same individuals who had doubts about you will either back you or declare that they believed in you from the beginning. As an illustration, early investors did not support Airbnb because they thought it was a horrible idea. Currently, it is a firm worth $1 billion. Here are some ways to make the most of the situation in which you find yourself in a situation in which no one is interested in your job at the moment. Set crystal clear objectives and maintain a consistent approach. Remember that progress, not perfection, is the goal. Establish goals for each day, each week, and each month. Do not deviate from your schedule, even when you are feeling unmotivated. 2. Continue to educate yourself and make improvements. Read, study, and put your skills into practice daily. If you want to improve your talents, you should look for mentors, classes, and other resources. Accept feedback and make use of it to improve yourself. Keep in mind that success does not come overnight. Have patience. Continue to show up, even if no one is paying attention to you. Concluding remarks. Transform the fact that you are overlooked into a source of superpower. People won't care until you succeed, but that's exactly what you want to happen. You are providing yourself with the opportunity to grow without feeling pressured, to experiment without fear, and to hone your talents without being scrutinized. Appreciate the fact that you are underappreciated rather than resenting it. Make use of it as fuel. Allow it to motivate you to put in more effort, to demonstrate your worth, and to produce something that cannot be refuted. To achieve success, it is not enough to be recognized at an early stage. Rather, it is necessary to consistently present yourself, to put in the effort, and to eventually make it hard for others to ignore you. If no one is concerned about it yet, then that's a good thing. That indicates that you are free to construct. Show them that they are wrong now. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Your support means the world.